Hello Beard Nation, welcome all my loyal subscribers and especially welcome to all the new viewers out there and those new beards starting this journey. I am Dan C, I am your trusted teacher and I bring you guys review videos of products, I bring you videos on tips for your beard, some family stuff, and hopefully overall I just try to be a good role model for any man, dad, any teacher, brother, anybody out there. That's my overall goal with this channel and I'm loving it. I want to say thank you guys for all the support. I started back at school this week, full-time coaching. We had open houses and meetings and I had a couple days where I couldn't film videos and I was kind of going crazy. I'm absolutely passionate about making these videos and when I wasn't able to film for a couple of days, like I said, I was itching. I wanted to get back there, so I'm glad to be able to put in some work this weekend and get you guys some new videos. My video today is for those new beards out there. When I started this bearded journey, I had no idea what any of this lingo meant. I had no beard mentors around me or any guys that had a great beard that they cared about. So I did exactly this. I went to YouTube and I found some research from different guys out there, whether it was Scuba or Scott, and they helped me along the way. Because as guys, we don't usually like to ask for help, especially when something seems like common sense or it seems like we should know it. We don't tend to ask. So whether it's the lingo or how to do something, if I can help you guys avoid those mistakes or those situations where you don't have to go out and ask when you don't want to, that's the purpose of this video. So I'm going to give you my top 5 different tips for new beards out there. So if you like the video, check out some of my older videos. If you like those, feel free to subscribe. I have a lot more videos coming up. I have huge giveaways coming up. Of course, I got my 1,000 subscriber giveaway, so stay tuned for that. I think that's going to be huge. And overall, I'm just going to keep the content coming, guys. So please, I give you that option of getting that subscribe button and watching everything that I have to come. I am very excited. So stay tuned for these 5 tips for new beards. And hey, maybe a refresher for all my loyal followers out there that know all this information already. Doesn't hurt to hear it again. Lingo. There are so many different products out there in the beard world and there are so many different names, but to start, I'm going to narrow it down to 4 different types of beard products that you should know about, and you can learn about when they should be used and how they should be used. So first, I'm just going to break down what they are. First, if you're going to go with any beard product whatsoever, this is the one you need to start with, and if you can only have one, this is what I would recommend, and that is beard oil. I have one of my favorite beard oils right here. This is Beard Octane. This is the barbershop scent. They have all amazing scents. But beard oil is something that usually comes in a 1 ounce or 2 ounce container. It has a dropper top, it has a pump top, or it has a shaker dispenser top, a restrictor they call it. And simply what beard oil is it hydrates your skin and keeps your beard smelling nice, feeling nice, and looking great. Your beard and your body naturally produces oils to keep your beard clean and looking good. But as you grow your beard out, it gets dirty, it gets greasy, it gets different things in there, and your body doesn't produce enough of that oil naturally. So this beard oil tries to mimic that. So that's number 1, and the consistency of a beard oil is an oil. It would be just like any oil you have at home. There are varying degrees of consistency. There are light oils, there are heavy oils, but I would say most oils are very similar in that medium category. So number 1 product, a beard oil, is an oil. Second one is a beard balm, I have the Villain here by Heroes and Legends, and a beard balm is a consistency of almost like a pomade that you put in your hair. It is something that is a solid while it's in the container. You get it out with either your thumbnail, your finger, you can use a guitar pick for some of the harder ones. You put a little, depending on your beard size, dime to quarter size glob of beard balm, and then you work it in your hand until it emulsifies. And once it emulsifies, it pretty much becomes an oil in your hands, and then you work it into your beard. And a beard balm is good for hydrating the skin and styling your beard, but it also conditions your beard at the same time. It's essentially a leave-in conditioner that gives you some scent, some style, and just some overall good properties for your beard. Oil, balm. Third one that I'm becoming more and more obsessed with is a beard butter. And you may hear butter for the first time on this bearded journey. What the heck is a beard butter? I have the Detroit Grooming Company butter here, and this is the Vanilla Tobacco Cedarwood scent. And a butter looks very similar to a balm, but it's a little bit more whipped. And the main characteristic that separates a butter from a balm is that a balm usually has beeswax in it or higher levels of beeswax. Butters have lower levels of beeswax or no beeswax whatsoever, and it is more for a conditioning purpose rather than any styling. Balm is more so the styling. Butter is just pure conditioning, make your beard feel amazing. And I'll have the next segment and I'll talk about how to apply these and when I use them. And then the last one, and that is jelly. So we have oil, balm, butter, okay, check, check, check. Kind of the jack of all trades that can do it all would be the beard jelly. And of course, the most famous is the Boss Man. I have 4 different scents from Boss Man now. This is the Stagecoach scent, a very manly scent. And a beard jelly has the consistency of a hair gel. It's not sticky like a hair gel is. It's not going to hold it in place for the styling aspect. But when you take hair gel and you put it out of the container, that's the consistency of a beard jelly. And a beard jelly is somewhere just between an oil and just between a balm. It's not that solid balm, but it's also not the oil consistency. So it's somewhere in between there. And again, I'll talk about in just a second how to apply that. So those are the 4 main ones. There are tons and tons of other names out there, whether it's softener or cleanser. I'll talk about the washing and all those different things in a bit, but those are the ones you should know. And know the difference there between an oil, a balm, a butter, and a jelly. Apply. How do I apply these products to my beard and to my skin? And I would have thought that this was kind of self-explanatory until I messed up along the way, until I've seen hilarious other people mess up along the way, and we've been able to joke about it since. Number 1 is beard oil. This is my favorite when people do not apply this one correctly. So most beard oils have your traditional eyedropper, glass dropper here. And I have literally seen people take these glass droppers, and when they go to apply it, they just simply take the dropper and they put drops on their beard and then they walk away and leave it. No, 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 no. The purpose of this oil is to get to your skin, If you're just putting it on the outside of your beard, you're not getting the full properties that this beard oil is trying to do. So what you want to do is get an amount that works for you. Another thing that I think is a big tip for beard beginners is a lot of these bottles say put in 2 to 4 drops. My beard eats 2 to 4 drops like it's half a grape. When I started putting beard oils in, I'm like, man, my beard still feels dry. I'm only using 4 drops and my beard feels dry. I don't smell anything. And my beard just sucked it all up. But I felt bad because all the bottles told me to use 2 to 4, 3 to 5. And I felt like I wasn't getting enough. And then I talked to some other people out there and they're like, oh no, I use a full dropper. I use 2 droppers. And I felt so much better about myself. So for me and my beard length and my really thick, dense beard, I use about 1 full dropper in the morning. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take the full dropper, you're gonna put it in your hand, work it all around. I make sure to really get it into my fingertips, and then I come up underneath and I massage into my skin first, and then I finish over the top and make sure it's all throughout there. But get the oil in your hand, work it to your skin, give it the little shake, and go all throughout your beard. I do have a morning routine video and a nighttime routine video. You guys can see it in action in the bathroom, how I apply it. Now the second one is beard balm. I kind of alluded to this earlier. Very similar process. Get the balm out, work it into your hand till it emulsifies into a liquid, and then same idea, work it into your beard. The only difference sometimes when I use beard balm is I will go through my entire morning routine with oil and combing, hair drying, brushing, and then I'll take a little bit of balm and I put it around the outside, and that's just for my styling preferences. So you can use this as a conditioner for your skin throughout the beard, or if you just want it to make it look nice and add a little scent back to it, you can apply it to the outside for a styling agent. Now butter. Butter is strictly for me used at night, and I am only using butter or jelly at night right now. I'm not using any other types of balms. If I have a matching oil, I will put the oil on first, but butter is that high conditioning and it's amazing, especially a company like Detroit Grooming. I always have people ask me, new beginners, and they say, man, you used a whole fingerful of the butter at night. Doesn't your pillow just get soaked in the oil and looks terrible? Absolutely not. When you put this Detroit Grooming Company butter in, you emulsify it in your hand, you work it through your beard, my hand is dry afterwards. I have no product left. It absorbs into my beard and is hydrating your beard right away. So you use the same process as a balm. Work it in your hand, work it throughout your beard, make sure it gets to the skin. Simply leave it after that, and you are good to go. Absolutely awesome. Beard butter at night. Oil and balm in the morning. Feel free to reapply throughout the day. And then the last one, apply beard jelly. Same idea. This one has a nice twist top. Put the beard jelly in your hand, work it through, and go through your beard. Some people love it throughout the day. I only use it at night for the main reason is it's a little bit greasy for me. My beard feels wet and I don't like that feeling during the day, but I love the beard jelly at night. But it really can be used anytime and many people use it throughout the day. So that's how you get these products into your beard. Utensils. What do I use on my beard? How do I use it? Does it depend on length? All of that stuff. I'm going to break down the 3 key utensils that I use for my beard, and I would say that at any length, you should be using these utensils. The first one, I would say the one that you need to get above all others is a good comb. And there are a bunch of good combs out there. The best one for me is Kent combs. This is nothing they sent me. I paid for this myself, even on Amazon. You guys can go find them out there. I had no idea that a comb could be so different and change the game. I was just using the little black wall comb that came with my clippers, and I thought it was fine until I realized how amazing a good comb can be. Number one, and everyone will tell you this, the number one difference is that these have no jagged edges. They are saw cut. Those black combs have little pressed marks in them, and so they catch your hair and they break them and they pull. It's terrible for your beard, and everybody knows that. But the true difference for me is how strong these combs are. Those little flimsy black combs cannot handle this big, massive, thick beard. If I put them in there, it gets stuck and then bends. This is a very strong comb. I can put this in if I have any snags or tangles, bang, it works through it right away and keeps its strength. So you want to use a strong, good comb. I do recommend the Kent comb. I use this right when I get out of the shower. I go down, get the teeth into my skin, massage the skin, get the blood flow circulating. I go up against it as well. I put in my oil after towel drying, and then I use it again to get that oil even throughout the beard. This is a must for any size beard, any size beard. And then the second one, you'll hear, oh, these cost static, they do all those things. Some people say they don't. I do notice static at night. When I have a dry house or I've been outside all day and I get staticky beard, if I do the Kent comb at night, I will notice some static and some snapping. So at night, I just use a classic wooden comb. I like this comb because the teeth are very long. Do you have those two-sided combs out there and the teeth are only this big? My beard is about that thick. It is very dense. This comb just about gets through it and will push everything. If I use those thin two-sided combs, I'm only just scraping the surface. So I love a nice thick comb like this because it'll get through my entire beard and I feel no static. This is not as good for styling as this one. You have the wide teeth here that helps spread it out. And then I go with the narrow teeth to really style it. So this doesn't do a good job of styling, but it does a good job of getting through my beard, massaging the skin. I use this at night. I use the Kent comb in the morning. And for me, this is just a cheap, gentle Vikings beard comb that I got in like a $12 kit on Amazon. But the comb is amazing. I've had it ever since I started this bearded journey, and I use it every single night. And then the last thing, If you want to have a styled, professional looking beard, I think you need this. And that is a boar's hair bristle brush. This is the best one I've ever come to try by far, and this is by Beard Octane. The boar's hair bristle brush for me is simply that, styling. After I do my routine and I blow dry, I get the oil in, I get the balm in, I take this and I just lightly brush down and it changes the game. I've heard guys say their beard gets to a certain length and they stop using the boar's hair bristle brush because it's not needed. My beard's decently long. I'm in the medium to getting to that long stage, and it changes everything. If I don't use this, it doesn't look as styled or kept. And I hear guys say, oh, it's only for short beards. I highly disagree. I think this boar's hair bristle brush is for any length, and it makes it look very, very nice. You just want to avoid pressing too hard because that creates the waves in the beard, and that's from this boar's hair bristle brush here. So the 3 utensils, that's what I use. It gets the job done, and I wanted you guys to know what they are and when you should use them. Styling, our last category here. People ask me all the time, how do you style your beard? How do you keep it look so professional, neat, and clean? Well, I'm a teacher. I teach middle school, and beards a lot of time get a bad rap in the professional environment, and I don't get that. If I keep myself well kept, looking professional, smelling good, what's the problem with this beard? You don't see that in other areas. I always like to compare it. If you had a female that was at work and she wore dresses and wore skirts and wanted to grow out her leg hair because that was her personal preference, no boss in the history of this country or this world would say, hey, you need to shave your legs. That would make national news. That would be the biggest story of all time. But it's commonplace in the workplace to tell a man, hey, that doesn't look professional, you should shave your beard. I don't like that double standard. That's not okay with me. So I keep my beard looking nice, and I don't think anybody can say anything about it. So 2 main things I do to keep my beard looking nice. One is I trim it myself. I like to keep my sides nice and profiled. I don't think it looks professional in a teacher setting, in a professional, in a suit setting, to have a big burly beard puffing out to here. Some of you rock it, it looks amazing. Just for me, I'm not gonna push that in the teacher setting. So I like to trim my beard straight down, keep everything nice and clean. And the second thing I do to style it is I use a hair dryer. That's the main thing I wanted to talk about in this segment. Got the boys up there playing, so don't mind them. But I do use a hair dryer. The hair dryer really keeps my beard straight, but not too straight. I don't want it to look like my head hair. I like the little texture I have in there. But I do like it to stay down. I don't want it to be puffy. I don't want it to look like it is something I rolled out of bed in. And people will say, oh, don't use a hair dryer, it's bad. I disagree. I've never seen any results in any negative way from my hair dryer. If you check out my morning routine video, I keep it on low heat and I keep it on the low speed setting, and I don't think that's damaging as long as I have oil and product in first. And I think that is important and key there. So styling, make sure you keep it trimmed and looking nice as long as you're in that professional work environment. That's important. Some of you have jobs where it doesn't matter if your beard stays kept or not, and that's awesome. But for me, I need to keep it look professional with my trims. And I do recommend using a dryer. I think that puts that extra finish, that extra style on there. But if you want to rock it all natural, you want to go through that true purist yeared and just let it go with the products, awesome. I love those. I respect those. I just can't quite do that in my life. All right, guys, well, thank you for tuning in here. I have an awesome review that's coming up tomorrow that you should be pretty excited about, a new product that drops tomorrow. And I'll have reviews and content videos coming. Don't worry, now that school's back, I'm still keeping these going. I love it. I have a passion for making these, and I can't thank you guys enough for the comments. Leave me a comment down below for all my experienced beardmans out there. What is one tip that I did not talk about that you would give to somebody starting this bearded journey? One tip. Thank you in advance for those. I'm excited to hear what you guys think. Bye, guys.